The 2025-2026 Premier League season starts right now. You see, this weekend is going to shape the rest of the season. This weekend, mark your calendar, mark your schedule. This weekend, you do not want to miss the actions. You do not want to miss the game. We are going to have a lot to say from this weekend. Join me. Let's discuss. Let's go. Welcome to Football Madness. Remember to like, remember to subscribe, remember to share this. Now, let's go have some fun. Let's go. Back again to another week of Premier League review and preview show. We are back for another transcending, another dynamic, another delicious, another fantastic episode. You see, this weekend, you do not want to miss any action. Grab your popcorn, grab your drink, and stay dialed in. You do not want to miss. Whew. Game week 5. Mark your calendar right now. Game week 5. Put an asterisk, put a star right next to the schedule, and say game week 5. For those of you that are just joining us for the first time, you are absolutely welcome to Football Madness. On this platform, we discuss all football topic. We do not stay away from any topic. You are welcome. I'm glad you found Football Madness. You are going to have some fun. Guys, remember to like, remember to subscribe. The algorithm is not going to do it for us. We have to do it for ourselves. Please, guys. Please, 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 please. Like, share, subscribe. Please, please, please. I beg you. Please. For our returning subscribers, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. I do not take it for granted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For continuing to watch, continue to stay dialed in, continue to share. I appreciate the love. Guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. You see, this weekend, like I told you guys earlier, is going to have a lot to say for the 2025-2026 Premier League season. Just go ahead and mark your calendar right now. This weekend, we are going to find out a lot about this season. For the first game we have on our list, we have the Merseyside Derby, Liverpool versus Everton. You see, when it comes to the derby game, you take form, you take star players, you take key players, you take everything and throw it out of the window. Because come that day, when the ref blows the whistle, everything is on the line. The names are not going to play the games. The players that are available that day will have to dig deep and they will have to figure it out on their own. Because form does not tell anything when it comes to derby. You are on your own when it comes to derby games. And this right here is a derby game, Liverpool versus Everton. Last weekend when we saw Liverpool versus Burnley, that was an interesting game. Burnley did not show up to play football. Burnley pretty much show up to destroy the game. They have nothing to do with football. They refused to play. They sat in front of their goalposts, packed 2 buses in front of their goalposts and called it a day. But football won. That's it. Football won. You cannot tell me a team played like Liverpool played that day, had 80-something percent ball possession, took over 20 shots, and they should not win. Yes, that's well deserved, and kudos to them. That was well deserved. We finally saw Isak against Atletico Madrid. Welcome, Isakaba. Isakaba is now here. We can now give him at least a couple of weeks to get back to proper fitness, and we can see what Isakaba has to offer for us. But from the Atletico Madrid game, man, Isak is class. His touches were clean. The only thing I have to say for that game is his fitness. Once he gets his fitness up, once he gets to like a real proper Premier League fitness level, I feel like he is going to be fine and he's going to be firing. Eketike missed a couple of chances that I was like, bruh, what is this? Whew. Eketike, please, we are just coming from Nunes. We cannot afford to see you missing tap in. We just escaped Nunes. Please, 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 do not give us deja vu. Let's be moving accordingly. We are just coming from Nunes. 3 years of missing tap in. Please, please, please. I do not want to see you missing tap ins. Please. Let's not make that such mistake again. Please. Going forward against Everton, we need you guys to take your chances. Fire in all cylinder. No excuses. The key to victory against Everton is, first of all, is going to be ability to keep clean sheets. Liverpool have to keep clean sheets against Everton. I think on 3 occasions or 4 this season, Liverpool have taken 2-goal lead and giving up 2 goals lead. So going forward against Everton, you need to keep a clean sheet. Your defense need to be sound, and you need to send a message. It's high time you start sending a message to the rest of the league. It's not enough to be at the top of the table with 12 points. Because people are not respecting. No one is respecting Liverpool right now. You need to send a message to the rest of the teams. Start with this Everton Merseyside derby and send a message to the rest of the team. Clean sheet, the game starts with a clean sheet. You need to keep a clean sheet and you need to take your chances. I enjoy watching the possession football, passing the ball here and there, but at some point we have to draw the line. You have to bury your chances. You have to take those shots. You cannot get in front of the goal and be looking for who to pass the ball to. Take your shot. Florian Wirtz, you need to step up in this game. You need to take your chances. We need a goal. We need a goal from the midfield. Florian Wirtz, McAllister, Gravenberch, we need a goal from the midfield in this game. Mohamed Salah looked like he's finally arrived for the 2025-2026 Premier League season. Kudos to him. He was having so much fun against Atletico Madrid. So now going forward against Everton, I will expect Mo Salah to be in form. I will expect Mo Salah to be a differential player. I expect Isak to do something in this game, and the likes of Florian Wirtz and Ekitike. At those attacking line, you need to take your chances. So clean sheet and taking your chances, that will be the key to victory for Liverpool going forward into this game. I don't think Everton is going to pose enough threat to Liverpool. Everton have been a good side this season. They've been doing well this season. Based on the games they've played so far this season, we can already see Everton have 7 points. They've only lost one game. And I think that was like the first game of the season they lost. So kudos to them for the way they've been playing this season. A lot is expected of them, and I think they can pull it off. Everton is a good side. And they should go and take Everton for granted. They will regret it. You cannot take Everton for granted. From the get-go, you need to be sound. You need to be clear. Send a message to the rest of the league. The key players to watch out for in this game, like I said, is going to be Mo Salah, Isak, Ekitike, and Florian Wirtz. Those 4 players are going to be the differential going forward into this game. And I look forward to watching this game. If you're a neutral fan, if you want to hate watch, yeah, this is the game. You are probably going to enjoy yourself in this game, because I feel like this game is going to be competitive. Both ends, both sides, they are going to go at it end to end. It is going to be highly competitive. I don't see this game as a one-sided game. I think this game is going to be a balanced game. It's going to be an interesting game of football. For you guys that are a football nerd, you are going to enjoy watching this game. So go forward, Liverpool fan. Enjoy your game. Neutral fan, tune in. You will also enjoy watching this game. This is a game to watch, and I'll catch you guys next time. For the next game we'll have on our list, we'll have the game between Manchester United and Chelsea. Interesting. Oof. Manchester United. On a normal day, this would have been an interesting game to watch, but unfortunately, I do not see this game as an entertaining game to watch. Manchester United, on one hand, they've been literally playing like a team that is scared to win or something. I do not understand what is going on at Manchester anymore. You've spent money, you bought key players, but have they transitioned? Have they been able to show that on the field? No. They've not been able to give us anything this season to watch and say, okay, apart from the game against Arsenal, that the first game of the season, Manchester United since then they've looked like a shadow of themselves. Man, I feel for you guys, Manchester United fans. Yes, I absolutely do. I feel for you guys. Watching Manchester United this season is like watching haram football. Like it is ugly. It is unbearable. It is putting men to sleep. If you want to fall asleep, you tune into Manchester United game. This is Manchester United. I had a lot of hopes for them this season. They spent money, they bought key players that I enjoy watching, and the moment they put on the Manchester United jersey, they've been playing like a shadow of themselves. Man, this team lack creativity to the maximum level. No plan B, according to Amorim. Amorim has no plan B. It is plan A, all or nothing. Man. Going forward against Chelsea, the key to victory for Manchester United, it is so difficult. I can't even see the key to victory for them. That is how difficult it is. Man, Manchester United fans, man, I feel for you guys, man. I'm looking at this team and I don't see how you win games, especially big games. I don't see how you. Last weekend when we saw Manchester United, they lost 3-0 to Manchester City. Flawless victory. Man, this is a shame, man. It's a shame. It's an absolute shame. How the mighty has fallen. On the other hand, for Chelsea is coming from a defeat in the Champions League. They will need to gather themselves again and go after this game. 3 points is there to be grabbed. You cannot let this slip. Chelsea is a team that I expect to compete for the league this season, and in order to do that, you have to take maximum advantage of Manchester United's situation. You have to grab these 3 points with both ends. This 3 points is there to be grabbed. If you let it slip, it's up to you. Enzo Maresca, come here. You've been doing chop and mix and change with your Chelsea lineup this season, and this is not the game to do so. You need to get your team going. Figure out your defender. You cannot keep changing your defenders week in, week out. You need to know who is your starting four. Who is your starting defenders? Figure it out and stick with it and let them build confidence. Let them build momentum. This week, you are playing Gusto. Next week, you are playing James. Like, what is it? Make up your mind. You have Tosin and Chaloba playing center back. Solid. That's what you have. Stick with it. If you want to play Gusto as your right back, then you have to stick with Gusto. If you want to play Reece James as your right back, then you have to play Reece James. Not one day you are playing Reece James in the midfield, one day you are playing Reece James in the right back. This chop and change is not going to work. If you don't have a striker, the lap is injured, and then you decide to play Pedro as the striker, then play Kopama as the 10, and then let Estavao play as the winger. Today you shift Kopama to the wing, you play Enzo Fernandez as the 10, you play Reece James and Caicedo behind Enzo. The next day you are just chopping and changing, you are mixing things too much changes, too much mixing. It's like you are trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work. It's like you are confused. You need to make up your mind. You need to have your starting 11. You need to be solid and you need to know who you got. You cannot keep chopping and changing. It won't work. It will cause you a lot of trouble going forward in the Premier League. Consistency is something that is going to help you. Consistency helps you build momentum, helps you build reliability. You cannot just have play one. Neto is playing on the right today, Neto is playing on the left tomorrow. Like, you need to make up your mind. You need to figure out who is your starting 11, who do you trust out of this team, and you need to stick with them. Give them a couple of games together, let them work as a team, let them develop as a team, and they will be able to deliver. But today you are chopping, tomorrow you are changing, this one go. It's like you are throwing everything on the wall and we're trying to see what is going to stick. That is not the plan. The key to victory for Chelsea in this game is going to be their defense, number one. Chelsea have to make sure that they do not give any chances away, starting from your defense. The 2-2 draw against Brentford, that is not acceptable if you want to compete for the league. Unless you just want to make top 4 and call it a day, then you can keep doing that. But if you have aspiration to win the league, to challenge for the league, you cannot keep doing this. This is not the plan. This is not it. Chelsea have a lot of quality players. A lot. Their flexibility in their attacking option is there. A lot of bodies, like a lot of players. Oh my God. You cannot tell me that you've run out of option. You've run out of solution 5 games or 4 games into the season. Nah, that will not be acceptable. This game, Manchester United versus Chelsea, is definitely going to say a lot. For Manchester United, if they should lose this game, then they might as well just go ahead and scratch off this season again. That's it. Just scratch off this season, because Manchester United need to gather themselves and start picking up points. Manchester United in 14th place, 4 games into the season. How did we get here? Manchester United, Sesko, you need to start taking your chances. If it is Sesko that is going to be the striker, if it is Zexil, figure it out and start picking up goals. This is not... man. I can't even recommend this game to my viewers. I cannot recommend this game to anybody to watch because I feel like this game is going to be a snooze feast. Man, this is so disappointing. Manchester United versus Chelsea. Yeah. Chelsea fans, you guys are probably going to enjoy watching this game. Manchester United fans, for your own mental health, you should probably tune off and find something else to entertain yourself, because Manchester United is not going to do it for you guys this season. Unfortunately, it's sad to say, but that is the reality. For the next game we'll have on our list is the main game of this weekend, the big game of the weekend. We'll have Arsenal versus Manchester City. Woo. For the next game we'll have on our list, we'll have the game between Arsenal and Manchester City. This is going to be a season-changing game. A lot about this season is riding on this game. A lot about this season. Starting with Arsenal, Arsenal is going to be the home side. Arsenal is defensively sound. We already know that this season Arsenal is putting in a shift defensively. I don't think Arsenal have conceded any goals this season apart from the goal they conceded against Liverpool. Liverpool is the only side that has scored Arsenal this season. Arsenal has kept clean. Out of the 4 games, they've kept clean sheets in 3 of the games, and they won those 3 games. So going forward into this game against Manchester City lost 2 games already this season, and then they won 2. I think Manchester City had 6 points, 1-2, lost 2. So Manchester City is trying to correct their season before it becomes too late. Arsenal, on the other hand, is trying to keep pace with Liverpool. So this game, both sides have something to lose. It is going to be an entertaining matchup. If you're a neutral fan, you want to tune into this game. This is a game that you want to watch. Trust me, you do not want to miss this game. Arsenal plays 4-3-3 and then they transition into a 3-4-3. Manchester City, on the other hand, they play 4-1-4-1 and they transition into a 2-3-2-3 side. You could see the triangle, you could see the pattern and why they do that. But for Arsenal, the attacking flexibility this season has been superb. Apart from the game against Liverpool, Arsenal has scored in every game. Liverpool is the only side that Arsenal couldn't score against. For Arsenal, the key player to watch out for in this game will be starting with Eze, number one. Eze is going to be a game changer in this game. Gyökeres is going to be a game changer in this game to watch out for, and also Rice in the midfield. That energy, that ability to recover, ability to clean anything up, it is going to be important in this game. See this game, Arsenal versus Manchester City. This is a game of defense versus offense. Yes, I know why. Defense versus offense. Arsenal being the defensive side and Manchester City being the attacking side. Manchester City defense, yeah, they have lapses. They can be got at. They will make mistakes. They are not as sound as the Arsenal defense. On the other hand, on the attacking side, yes, they have the best striker in the league, Haaland. Haaland is scoring goals for fun these past few weeks. Haaland right now is on fire. So it's going to be the Arsenal defense versus Manchester City attack. Who is going to win this battle? For Manchester City play possession-based football. The attacking power have been highlighted with the likes of Haaland, with the likes of Foden, Doku, giving them different options in the attacking line. But you see, when it comes to this game, whomever win the battle between the Arsenal defense versus Manchester City offense, whomever win that battle win this game. What do I mean by that? If Arsenal can keep a clean sheet and shut Manchester City out, Arsenal is winning this game. But if Arsenal should allow Haaland to do his thing, Haaland to reign supreme, it will be a long day for Arsenal. So where the key matchup is going to be based is, it is going to be based in between the Manchester City offense and Arsenal defense. That's where the battle lies. Yes, that's where the battle lies, because Manchester City defense, yeah, it's not the best defense we've seen this season. Arsenal attacking option gives them a lot of flexibility, so they are going to be a threat against Manchester City defense. So Arsenal is going to score goals. Definitely Arsenal is going to score goals. The important questions we are going to ask is, which Manchester City side are we going to see? Is it the Manchester City side we saw against Brighton, against Tottenham, or is it the Manchester City we've seen in the last two games that took on Manchester United, gave Manchester United 3-0, took on Napoli, gave Napoli 2-0? So which Manchester City side are we going to see? That is the question. The key matchup that we are going to be watching out for on the Manchester City side, the key players is Haaland, Foden, and Rodri. The spine. If that spine show up and play quality football, Manchester City will be a dangerous side for Arsenal. Man, I cannot wait for this game. If I have a magic wand, I will fast forward this game and I will watch this game right now. I cannot wait. This is a game that you cannot miss. If you're a football fan, you cannot miss this game. This is the game. Man, this game will be like, grab your popcorn. It will be a firecracker. Like, I cannot wait for this game. Let's dive into the game. Let's see what we got. So we are going to take Arsenal as the red side, and we're going to take Manchester City as the blue side. Manchester City is going to start with a 4-1-4-1 formation, while Arsenal is going to start with a 4-3-3 formation. So let's start with Arsenal. For Arsenal, we are most likely going to see Raya in goal, as we've seen all season. We are going to see Saliba and Gabriel. We are going to see Timber, and we are going to see Calafiori. If Saliba is not ready to go, if he's not fit enough, we are going to see Mosquera comes in. Zubimendi in the DM bro. Moreno and Rice are going to partner up in the middle with Zubimendi. And in offensive line, Saka is still injured, so we're probably going to see Madueke on the right hand side. We are going to see Eze on the left hand side and Gyökeres as their striker. If Arsenal want to go on an attacking base, Arsenal want to play an attacking lineup, for me, I would prefer they play Eze as the 10, allowing Rice and Zubimendi to play in the pivot, while Eze sits here and bringing in Martinelli. This will be an attacking side for Arsenal. But most of the time when it comes to these big games, Arteta does not like to go attack. Arteta want to make sure that he does not give anything away. So we are probably going to see Moreno, Rice, and Zubimendi in the midfield, and we are going to see Eze out wide. or we are going to see Martinelli out wide. But we are probably going to see, who knows what Arteta is going to go with. But when Arsenal in transition, you are more likely to see Arsenal transitioning into a 4-3-4-3. Arsenal transition into a 3-4-3, or if you want to call it 3-3-1-3, whatever you want to call it, you can call it 3-4-3, or you can call it 3-3-1-3, whatever you suit you best. But this is what Arsenal is going to be in when Arsenal in transition. This is what they transition into. So Many comes to pick the ball and help them to play the ball from the back. So you're probably going to see Rice, yeah, and you see Moreno, or they'll keep switching it around. Rice moving as the more offensive side, and Moreno being the one close to Zubimendi as they play out of the back. For Manchester City, one thing that I've noticed from Manchester City this season is they start with a 4-1-4-1, but when they are in transition, you are going to see something like this. So it is 2-3-2-3. That's what you are going to see on the Manchester City side when they are in transition with the ball, allowing them to play in triangles, all those small triangles. You are going to see boom to Rodri, coming out wide here, back to Kosanov, who they've been playing as their right back in the last 2 games. You are going to see that O'Reilly is going to be stepping into the midfield to play more, creating a triangle. So you are going to see Rodri in DM. You see it right there. Diaz plays to Rodri. Rodri goes to right. Like, they will be playing in those triangles. You are going to see a lot of those triangles. They are going to be playing it like you see the triangles. Triangles. That's something Manchester City will be playing when they are in transition, giving them those spaces and allowing them to play possession-based football. They will probably hold on to possession. They will dominate possession in this game. It will probably going to be close. Possession is going to be close. I'll say probably like 52% to a 48, something like that is going to be close. But Manchester City is definitely going to try to keep hold to possession and play out of the back. In this stack, you are going to see it like that, 2-3-2-3. That is how they will transition. Look out for those triangles when you're watching the game. You are going to see what I'm talking about. On Arsenal side, we've seen Arsenal this season. Arsenal have done a good job in their transition football. Arsenal scoring 3 goals. Arsenal able to defend properly this season. So that's something for Arsenal to watch out for. I've been enjoying watching their games this season. But for Arsenal to win this game, the likes of Gyökeres have to step up. They cannot only be scoring in games that are like just small team. You have to step up in the big game. This is the big game. Big game is what legends are made of, especially in the Premier League. If you want your name to ring bell in the league, you need to score. You need to score goals in big games. So we need to be going like this against Manchester City, not like this and not like this. Get correct. You need to be going like this against Manchester City, not like this or like this. No. This game, you have to step up. Against Manchester United, Gyökeres disappeared. Now, this is another big game. Against Manchester City, you have to deliver. You cannot only score goals against Nottingham Forest and the likes. You have to score in the big games. Against Liverpool, against Chelsea, against Man U, against Man City, against Tottenham. The big games, you have to show up. That is what legends are made of. But the key to victory for Arsenal in this game, first of all, will be ability to keep Manchester City out. You cannot give Haaland and Foden and Doku any chances. Silva and this, do not give them any chances. Keep them out, shut out. The secondary key to victory will be their midfield. How will their midfield match up against Manchester City midfield? You have to win the battle. When you play against Manchester City, you have to win the midfield battle. You have to outwork them. You have to outrun them. You have to outplay them in that midfield. You have to win the midfield battle. Defense, you need to be solid. Keep them out. Do not give Manchester City anything. And in the midfield, you have to outwork Manchester City. You have to outplay them. You have to outrun them, outpass everything. You have to win the midfield battle. That will be the key to victory for Arsenal. But for Manchester City, the Manchester City key to victory will be ability to take their chances in front of goal, because they are going to create chances. But are they going to take the chances? That is what we need to find out. You need to take your chances and you need to create plays for Haaland. Haaland is not going to do it by himself. Haaland is a striker that is going to finish what you cook for him. So he's not going to create his own attacking opportunities. You have to create for him. So if you can win the midfield battle against Arsenal, create opportunity for Haaland, you stand a chance. You give yourself a fighting chance. But it's not going to be an easy battle, because Arsenal is not an easy side to play against, especially at the Emirates Stadium. Yes, Manchester City, yeah, you have to do double work to even stand a chance of picking up a point in this game, because it's not going to be an easy one. It's not going to be it is not going to be a cakewalk. This game, you have to dig deep. You have to give everything you have and more and some to stand a chance. But nonetheless, this is a game that we all need to watch. It's going to be entertaining. Grab your popcorn, grab your drink. You are going to enjoy watching this game. Thank you guys for staying tuned for another episode of Review and Preview Show. I look forward to watching these games, and I will catch you guys next time. Let's go.